Hello and welcome back to my channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up and Co. And welcome to round two of our Manufacturers Cup. Well, the guys who was at Le Mans last time out have stayed in France for a week practicing and a short trip to the wine region in Alsace, which is where round two is coming from tonight. This is the Alsace Village circuit, 3.3 mile clockwise track, a sort of half public circuit as well. So this is going to be interesting. This one we've got what have we got? Let's see how many laps you've got actually on this one. We'll have to see as it starts, but there's nothing up there at the moment, is there? But maybe there's a glitch somewhere along the line, but we'll see as it goes on. But here we go. We'll take you down the grid for this one and take you through the drivers. So we've got Nath. There he is in the Porsche Cayman on pole position. Now it looks like the old glitch has come along where some cars have got these standard liveries on and exactly what Nath's got, where others have got their proper liveries on, so to speak. So anyway, Nath in pole position. We've got Rossi there behind him in the Jag in second. Fazer in third in that Hyundai Elantra, all that black, the all black vehicle there. Again, I don't know if that's a standard livery or not. I think that's probably, maybe it is, or maybe it's not actually. No, the standard one is the actual N livery, isn't it? So Fazer there in third. Then we've got Willard in the NSX in fourth. Keyboard Captain in the other NSX in fifth place. Hodgie, who's joined us actually. Welcome to Hodgie. He's in sixth place in the GR Supra. We've got P. White in seventh in the McLaren. Then we've got Unforgiven, our race winner, or double race winner actually, last time out at Le Mans, in eighth in the Lexus. Then we've got Vane in ninth in the Supra. We've got Silly Shot in 10th in the Lexus. We've got Damien in the Merc in 11th. We've got Speed Demon in 12th. I don't think Damien was here actually last time either, was he? He wasn't. Speed Demon in 12th. What's he in? He's in the Merc as well. And we've got Colesberg in 13th in the Hyundai. Robert Racing in 14th in McLaren. And Slowpoke at the back there in the Corvette. So 15 cars. It's a great turnout for this second round. Race one here is about to begin. So let's go. Let's take you through this one and watch those lights. Now, this is a fictional track, so I don't have any corner names. So we see them coming down to this first corner now. This right-hander turning in and then up this hill, very steep incline here. Eagle Captain up the side of Hodgie, who's joining us, wasn't around in round one at Le Mans, but is here in that Supra now, just getting sandwiched in between Unforgiven and Keyboard Captain, just sorting themselves out now as Unforgiven goes up the inside in that Lexus. Still not sure how many laps this race is, doesn't actually say, does it? We'll just have to wait and see. Not sure, but there he is in sixth place, Unforgiven. Hodgie behind him in seventh, but up the front here, what we've got is going on up here. Well, Nathan's still there. We've got Rossi in second. Willard up to third now in NSX, so he's made a good start to this first race with Fazer in fourth. All black. Elantra. People Captain fifth, Unforgiven sixth, Hodgie seventh. Then we've got Damien in eighth. Vane in 9th, Robert Racing in 10th, Silly Shot in 11th, Colesberg in 12th, P. White in 13th with half a second penalty. Speed Demon, who's dropped back to 14th in the Merc, and Slowpoke, who's not had the greatest start there in 15th. That's a great livery though. The Corvette. I don't quite know what happened to Speed Demon as he just takes P. White through that little left hand kink onto that right hander, but then P. White gets it on the inside of that tight right hander. Now a little uphill, a little bit off camber there, could knock the car off a little bit. Not careful, so got to be a little bit cautious through there. There's Silly Shot in 11th being chased down by Carlsberg. I thought Carlsberg was going to go a little bit too hot in there, but that was fine in the end. No problem. Silly shot then in that Kellogg's livery. I don't think he was. He had that one on there last week either. That's the Kellogg's cornflakes. Other cereals out there, of course, but he's got the cornflakes one on there today. Great livery, that one. But Nath in the claimant, still out front, but is being really closely followed by Rossi now in second. Third for Willard. Fourth for Fazer, and Keeble captain in fifth. Then a small gap back then to Unforgiven in sixth, who's just pulled a bit of a gap on the rest behind him. Hodgie, Vane, Damien, Robert Racing. Oh, and I think Damien just hit the back of Vane there, was it? Let's have a quick look. It just looked like there was a little tap on in the braking zone. Did back off. Yeah, so he's just gonna. Yeah, I think Vane might have just broke a little bit earlier than what Damien done, but he did the right thing, Damien, and just backed off. That's allowed Silly Shot to get through into 10th though, and now under pressure also from Carlsberg in 12th. So Damien just getting himself in a little bit of a tangle there, but comes out okay in the end in 11th place. But look at Vane and Robert Racing. This really long sweeping right-hander, all banked. So they come through here, great corner though. Oh, and Damien almost running it wide. That could have been disastrous. He might have been heading to pit wall there had he not gathered that one up, but he did keep it on the black stuff. So Damien then in 11th. Vane runs it wide. That's allowed Silly Shot to have a shot. Literally going for 9th, and he gets it done. Yeah, Vane didn't quite get that right either, did he? Through that little left-hander. So he just ran it wide, Vane, and that right-hander there. Just switch across. Oh, we just did that inside barrier. Just slowed his progress, and Damien will go past. I'm sure Carlsberg might get him as well. At the bottom of the hill. That's close. Oh, Carlsberg. He does get his stops. I thought that was going to be, but it was going to end up with a bit of a coming together there, but they didn't. So lap 3 now. The inside goes Carlsberg on Robert Racing. Hasn't got it done, or was it up to Damien? Sorry. So I thought it was Robert Racing, but he's up the inside of Damien now. He's got the run on him, Carlsberg. Going to be on the outside, but he will now be on the inside as they come down this hill. Oh, Damien's gone for a little bit of a late switchback. That didn't work just as well. It would have taken them both out, and that's allowed Vane now to get right on the back of him. So Damien's having an interesting start to this race. He's not really going anywhere. He's remaining in 11th place every time. He looks like he's going to take another spot. He then loses it or remains where he is. So bit of an eventful start to his race 1 here for Damien. Slow poke with the back, caught up with the rest of them now. He had a little bit of a gap at the start there. I don't think he got the best of starts. I don't know what happened. Maybe he just stalled it there on the line, but he's managed to catch up with Speed Demon in that Corvette. Speed Demon does go wide and the left-hander. That's given Slowpoke a nice easy pass. He kind of caught that inside curb, and then he ran it out too wide on the outside, and Slowpoke took advantage. Up to 14th he goes, so Slowpoke now on a bit of a mission to get through the rest of the field here. Now Damien, what's happened to him now? He's dropped all the way back to 15th. He's had a moment. So the two grid drivers are not having the best of time out there, are they? Damien having a right eventful race. Speed Demon also having a few little mistakes, but it's on the outside here. Was there a get together? No, he just ran it onto the grass, and he was lucky not to catch any of the other drivers, and well, that's where we stayed, right where the other paddock is. Actually, there's two pit lanes here at Alsace. Obviously using the one at the start of the lap, and there's one there near the end of it as well. So there's actually two for two types of finishes that you can have around here. There's several layouts that's on this circuit, so two pit lanes as well, but that one's closed. This one is the one that's open, as we see Damien trying to chase down his compatriot in front of him in 14th of Speed Demon. But Naif, look at this lead Naif's got now. Wow, what a lead he's got. What's happened to Hodgie? Not Hodgie, what's happened to Rossi? All the way back to 13th, he was up in second. My goodness me, so we've missed something here from Rossi, haven't we? How long ago was this? 13th. Oh, there he was. As he was in second. Yeah, just missing it. Well, you can see what happened there. So there he is in second. He's being chased down by all the rest behind him at this point. Does he? I think he just catches a curb, does he? Oh, the car just wanted to come round. No, he didn't actually catch anything. The car just decided to come round on him, and actually this happened to him at Le Mans. Through the second chicane there, the back end just decided to come round, and he's dropping all the way back down to 13th, as we see Slowpoke take another position up to 12th. So Rossi, terrible luck for him, but what that did do, and look at the gap he's got, he's allowed Naif to absolutely storm off with this one. He's almost got the start finish, the length of the start finish straight. There's the gap between himself and second place Phaser now. There's big gaggle of cars. There's Willard, there's Keeble captain in 4th, Unforgiven up to 5th now. Hodgie in 6th, Silly Shot in 7th. I think Hodgie might have just got that wrong there through turn 1, or did he come into the pit? Remember, there was a stop. If you remember now, I think he's been in and out of the pit lane, hasn't he? Oh no, he hasn't. But there is a stop, remember. You have to compulsory stop here. You have to run medium and soft tyres. You're just very tight line through there, Hodgie. So has he got an issue, Hodgie, with the Supra? It looks like it, because Silly Shot's just driven right past him. Absolutely no pressure whatsoever. So Hodgie's either missed a gear, we've got some issue with that car, because it looks like it's got it going again. So I'm not too sure what that was, but it looked like it was going really slow, going down across the line to start lap 4, and kind of kept it to the right hand side, out of the way of the traffic, but he's got it going again. So yeah, there is a stop here. As we see Hodgie coming through the kink, trying to go with Silly Shot in ahead of him in 6th. It's Robert Racing, Holzberg, Vane, P. White, Slowpoke in 12th. There's Rossi now trying to recover. He's trying to go with Slowpoke as well there in 13th, but yeah, up there in second place, wasn't he, Rossi? And bad luck strikes again. This is a tricky corner here if we watch him come up, because there's a little kink there, little right hand kink, then you've got this tight, sorry, left hand kink, then you've got this tight right hander. Hairpin almost. Second gear through there. Then this off camber corner. Steep incline. And then down the other side into another hard braking zone when you've got to try and get the car straightened up. The brakes there. This last twisty section. Then you've got to try and miss that pit wall that just juts out there to the right hand side. So everything going on there. And what's happened to Slowpoke now? Well, he just got out of the way, I think, of Rossi. He must have thought that Rossi had a little bit more pace. So Slowpoke just getting out of the way. He is on the soft tyres. So is Slowpoke though. So didn't go through the tyres, did I? But obviously a mix of soft and mediums out there. So we haven't seen anybody come in yet though, have we? So everyone's still going. our leader Nath with the fastest lap as well, a 2:02.0, so 2:02 dead really for Nath. He looks pretty comfortable in that Porsche. Remember, these are the GR4 models. Race 2 of the GR3s that they'll be out in. Fazer still holding off Keyboard Captain, who's actually got himself up in the third, so he's got past Willard, who's dropped back to fourth. Keyboard Captain, what's he on the soft tyres? So's Willard, so's Fazer, so actually all these guys on soft. Unforgiven's on the medium, Silly Shot soft, so Unforgiven actually is the one amongst this group that is on the medium tyres. In fifth place there. Oh, and there's a bit of a coming together there between Keyboard and Fazer, and it's actually Keyboard going for the second place. Got himself up the inside now. You've got to be a bit careful on the brakes. Fazer's going to keep him there, is he? He does. Where's Keyboard Captain gone? Oh, he's gone out wide. He didn't get that right, did he? He just hit that inside curb, and then he's got himself on the grass. And, well, obviously, you're not going to be so quick out there, are you? So, drops himself down to sixth place, just as he was going for that second place as well. Keyboard Captain, but Hodgie now chasing him down. So Willard back to third, Fazer still in second. Unforgiven now, looking like he's wants to get in front of these two ahead of him. I mean, I guess that is the name of the game at the end of the day, isn't it? It's racing, so of course you want to get in front of the guy in front of you. So bit of a silly statement, that one, but Unforgiven. Oh, I thought we went wide there, but it is okay. That's good through turn one. Up the hill now. Silly Shot in the second of the Lexus. Going with Unforgiven. Now Silly Shot's done well to get himself through as well to fifth place. It's making me hungry looking at that livery of his. So Silly Shot then. Get a couple of spots. Unforgiven. Whole line of cars now. Unforgiven just a little bit wide there. Look ahead of them as Willard and Fazer having a go. Looks like Willard's got up the inside. Will he take second? He will. In he goes. There he goes. Up to second place goes Willard. Lovely round there. When Unforgiven's running out wide, and so too is Keyboard. So that's the second time he's hit the grass. Hodgie followed him out there as well, and it's all going off here. Everyone hitting that grass, and this lot. Rossi dropping back down to 10th again. Actually, he's making his way through, isn't he? From the back, so up to 10th he goes. Vane ahead of him, and Vane and Robert racing, a little bit of coming together there. Rossi's keeping well out of the way. You don't want anything to do with that. Oh, and Vane gets that wrong. He comes out in front of Rossi, but Rossi's on the outside. A little bit of contact. Rossi's going to be on the inside, and he gets that 9th place. So another spot for Rossi. Ahead of him, Robert just run it a bit wide as well. So this track is very, very. You've got to be very neat and tidy. A lot of these, this track's quite narrow. Not a lot of runoff anywhere. So you really got to be quite accurate going through the corners around here. So Unforgiven, Keyboard Captain, these are the two that run it into the grass, so that slowed them down a bit from the guys ahead. So that Silly Shot through into fourth, but now these two are battling it out. So Keyboard on the outside as they come down the hill to this right-hander. Unforgiven's going to get remain in fifth place if he can get the car stopped. He does. Now just a little lift around this left-hander. Now full power mid corner. Now up to this tight right-hander. A blind corner this one, and then not a lot of runoff either. A little bit careful, as you can see, a little bit of curb there, but not much that you can play with. But Willard then in second place now. He looks like He's getting away from Silly Shot, who's up to third now. Fazer make a little mistake there, so Silly Shot got through. So it's up in the third place now, but ahead of him is Willard, but Naif is miles up the road. It's just come through the hairpin right-hander up the hill now under the bridge. Willard and co are just coming to that hairpin corner now, so that's your gap. So he's got a massive lead, is Naif. Now, does he come in? Don't think he will. Doesn't look like he needs to at this point. It's hard to tell because there's no lost some of the graphics here, so I don't actually know how many laps in we are here. All we know is we're on lap 8. Now, I'd imagine I'm not gonna say what I think it might be because I won't be right, but no one's in yet anyway, so everyone's staying out. So I don't know if there's a glitch somewhere, some electrical issue with the graphics, but clearly something's not quite right there. Anyway, we're just going to go with it, and it'll be what it'll be at the end. So Keeple captain still in 6th place, looking at the back of Unforgiven's car in 5th place there. Keeple better on the brakes into the corners in the NSX. Unforgiven looks to have a little bit more pace in a straight line. There's under attack here from Keeble captain, but it's going to be on the outside. Is Keeble? He won't go out the outside there, surely. He does get it done. What a move from Keeble captain. That's a great move. Yes, he does. Up to 5th place. Lovely move from Keeble captain. Let's have a quick look at that one. Let's go on board with Keeble captain. Now, Unforgiven's just to the right of us here. He's already got the job done. You can just see him in the rear view mirror there. Unforgiven. Nice move through into 5th place for Keeble captain. Just get your front wheel on that inside curve there. Keeble captain now trying to now chase down Fazer and Silly Shot ahead of him. Willard's gone in 2nd place. He's got himself a nice little gap there. So it's really all about this battle. Oh, Silly Shot's front left doesn't look particularly good on that Lexus, does it? So Silly Shot in those soft tyres has struggled to get that car turned in certain corners now with tyres like that. That's going to give Fazer a little bit of hope, and Keeble captain, because he's coming in fast behind in that NSX. Got himself away from Unforgiven already, and already on the back of both Fazer and Silly Shot now. And are these going to dive in? Let's have a look. Pit lane entrance just here. Yeah, there's 2 of them in. That's 3 of them in. I think Unforgiven's coming as well. Yeah. So that's 3 of the cars in. So what are we, lap 8? So yeah, I reckon it's probably 16, 15, 16 lap race, this one, at a guess. But Rossi then, because of those lot, is up to 4th place. Now it's a quick stop already. Silly Shot's out. No fuel needed. There's just a tyre change. So fuel's okay. Out they go. So only really lost a few spots there from their position when they came in. But Silly Shot now on the mediums. Fazer on the mediums. Soft for Unforgiven. Then we've got Hodgie in the battle here with P. White. 8th and 9th place. P. White with the inside line around this right-hander at the other side, but now he's going to be on the outside going into this left-hander, but Hodgie's got it. He's cleared him anyway, and up to 8th goes Hodgie. Racing in 10th place. Really had anything much going on around him. Been quite a quiet race in terms of battles for him in 10th. Then we've got Colesberg in 11th, who's dropped back there, although it looks like he's probably been in as well. Damien in 12th, Speed Demon in 13th, both of whom I think have all come in as well. I think all these guys have probably all come in. Vane have come in. Slowpoke's come in as well and come out on the mediums, but back in 15th place again. So back where he started for Slowpoke, Vane in 14th. Now remember at Le Mans he was struggling, wasn't he, big time with that Supra. Couldn't get it at all right, could he? It was all over the road at times, but looks like he's under control here a little bit around here. Nath, our leader's in and out. So too is second place Willard, who was second, but Keyboard's now taking him, and Keyboard is gone into second place. As I say, it's a quick turn around in pit lane as Rossi gets third, then Willard comes out in fourth. So from second to fourth, so a couple of spots lost there for Willard in pit lane. I think pretty much most of the field now have come in. Nath, our leader, is still our leader. Came in, he's come out on the medium tyres. In truth, doesn't look like he's going to actually be caught here. Though what I would say is that Keyboard captain in at NSX is looking pretty quick. But we'll see. There's obviously quite a few more laps to go here, I assume. So Keyboard captain might still have time. There's Nath in the distance, going around that sweeping, that long right-hander where Keyboard captain is now. So the gap isn't massive, but it's probably enough for Nath at the moment. He's on mediums. Keyboard, we know, is on soft, but obviously they're quite well-used softs. I don't know, has Keyboard captain come in? If he has, actually, he must have, because he wouldn't have tyres, soft tyres like that we had all this time. So he's obviously come in, but them softs are not lasting very long at all, are they? So he's obviously pushing really, really hard. But of course, the longer he pushes and the more he pushes, more tyre he's going to use. So he might catch him, if that is, but by the time he gets to him, his tyres will be probably in no fit state to carry on. So actually, he might get close, but whether he'll actually... Oh no, he hasn't been in, so he's done quite well actually with them softs, hasn't he, to reserve them that much. So he is. I didn't think he'd come in, you know. Didn't see him in at all, and Ross is in too, so this might promote Willard back to second place, which it does. So Willard does regain where he was before he went in. Keyboard there in third, who's just come out, so that's how quick it is. So actually it's a pretty good stop for him because he's on mediums now, brand new mediums. Willard's ahead of him on brand new mediums, so the battle's on now, isn't it? Both on the NSX as well. So Nath's got this, barring any real disaster. Willard in second, Keyboard captain in third. Then we got Silly Shot there in fourth, Phaser fifth, Unforgiven in sixth. That's all closing in here, these top spots. Then we've got Rossi, a little gap back to him in seventh. Take him long, I don't think, to latch onto the back of them, especially if they start fighting with each other. Already I can see some stuff going on here between Unforgiven and Phaser. Unforgiven down the inside. Around this left-hander, good job, great pass, up to fifth place he goes. So he's looking to see what he can do after his victories at Le Mans. Can he get another one here? Well, I don't think he's going to get victory here tonight, but he might get himself another podium. Unforgiven. I don't think any of these guys are going to be catching Nath. He got off to an absolute blinder. And, no one's been able to live with him since. So Unforgiven, Phaser, sixth place, Rossi seventh, Hodgie having a good first time out here. And that's Super in eighth with a little bit of pressure from P White behind him. It's a good showing from Hodgie so far. Again, trying to keep P White behind him. Breaks into this final couple of corners out the other side and down over the line to start lap 12. Still Nathan with that fastest lap at 2:02.0. Again, I don't think there's going to be anybody who's going to beat him on track or beat his lap time. But I've known to be wrong. Right, Robert Racing in 10th place, Damien in 11th. Vane and Speed Demon battling out here through turn 1, but Speed Demon just got the edge on Vane at the moment. He's just in 12th. Ahead of Vane in 13th, and then Carlsberg behind them in 14th, and then Slowpoke in 15th place. But Vane's just got the inside there, so he has got 12th off of Speed Demon, but Speed Demon's not going to let him have it. He's on the inside. And this right-hander up the other side. Oh, bit of a switch from Vane. But he's still got it. He managed to keep it on the inside, and this is great racing, but this is allowing Carlsberg to come. So Carlsberg trying to join this battle ahead of him, but it's still going on, and Speed Demon's actually managed to get 12th back from Vane. So these two battling hard, swapping positions. And Slowpoke in 15th. I did just see something happening ahead, and I think it might have been Unforgiven. Let's go to Unforgiven and see. Yeah, he was battling with Silly Shot. I thought I see something in the distance. Let's have a look. Yeah, they were neck and neck. Just go back a little bit. So round the long, never-ending right-hander. Forgiven managed to get the inside, the bottom line there. Silly Shot was a little bit higher up, but looks like Unforgiven's got the 4th place, and we'll get him on the brakes here as the two Lexus go side by side, and he's got that done. Does he get him stop him? No, but Silly Shot having to switch back. So no, does he get it? No, he doesn't. Unforgiven's going to keep it in 4th place, but Silly Shot's not going anywhere, and they both go out onto the grass. Oh, and Fader's going to love that. A little gap for him to go through, perhaps. Oh, and Unforgiven still remains in 4th. Silly Shot in 5th, but look at Phaser closing on down, and he's got the inside of Silly Shot, has he? No, he hasn't. Silly Shot's keeping it there. Phaser don't hit that ball. Oh, and he does just grab it, and Silly Shot's... Oh, and he's nearly gone into pit lane. What happened there? Well, that is the end of the race for some. Right, and I didn't realise, because I didn't realise that was the end of the race. Let's just go back and watch Silly Shot, and then I'll have to come back to the guys that have crossed the line. So Silly Shot got himself on that inside. I don't know, maybe that inside curve just knocked him. He nearly went into pit lane, and then he's lost it there. But we have to go back because the other guys have finished the race. So let's go back to these guys. So it's 2nd for Willard. That's because I didn't know it was the end of the race, because I didn't know how many laps. Willard's going to grab 2nd, just ahead of Keeble. Congratulations. So Keeble in 3rd. Unforgiven will get that 4th, ahead of Fazer in 5th. Just grabbed it there, didn't he? Rossi with a good 6th place. Silly Shot can't get it going. He's going to lose 8th and 9th. Oh, right at the end. So it's Hodgie who's going to get 7th. Close finish. P. White in 8th. Silly Shot in 9th. Bad unluck for him. Robert Racing in 10th. Damien in 11th. Speed Demon in 12th. Vane will come in 13th. Carlsberg 14th. Slowpoke, who never really got going all race, did he? Didn't get off to the best of starts, will come in 15th. But our leader, he's got one extra lap actually. And our victor here in race 1, he's almost got an entire lap that he's got to go around on his own before he crosses the line to complete this race. And that's Nath. So we'll just watch him finish this lap off, but yeah, unfortunately for some reason it wasn't showing me the laps at the top, so I didn't know how many there was, hence why it all went a little bit wrong at the end there, pitching them over the line, but we can't do much about that. But we got there in the end. So Nath just coming now to the end of the lap. We'll grab the fastest lap as well. What a great race it's been for him. So hopefully the technical issues will sort themselves out for race 2, which will be coming up very soon. But we've got to say congratulations to Nath as he comes round the final corner now to win the race 1 here at Alsace in France. Congratulations to him. Absolutely no trouble for him in race 1. So an eventful race 1. Join me for race 2, and as I say, hopefully all the technical issues will have sorted themselves out. And well, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.